If you enjoyed this presentation, please remember to hit like and subscribe to the channel.
From the air, the rainforests seem lifeless, silent and almost sombre. Yet from the ground the jungles are alive with vivid colours, scents and a constant wall of sound that emanates from the thick veiled canopies. The sound is encapsulating. The forest is simply teeming with life. The humming, buzzing, chirping never stops. It's loud and echoes relentlessly across the wildlands. The first experience of a rainforest is unforgettable and will live in your memories for a lifetime. Perhaps surprisingly, I find it immediately relaxing and therapeutic after a long journey from Europe. Birds, frogs, monkeys and insects can be heard with distinction as they call out to each other looking for company. The Amazon rainforests are among the Earth's oldest living ecosystems, with some surviving the present form for at least 70 million years. The rivers wind their way through the forest almost like veins, breathing life throughout the forest and its residents as they make their long journey to meet the Amazon River itself. Despite the life all around the jungle, it's an inhabitant of the rivers that we're here for. Within these quiet, unassuming waters lies the ultimate freshwater predator. A sleek golden monster, teeth like razors. Graceful, silent, but for their prey, deadly. The golden Dorado. It's been a long journey to get to Bolivia, yet we have one more short flight in a small aircraft to take us to the river. After a short taxi to the runway, we lift off and quickly leave the sprawling city of Santa Cruz behind us. It's an enthralling journey, and the closeness of the plane's cabin and the relatively low flight altitude adds to the enjoyment of the flight. It's not long before we are marvelling at the meandering tributary rivers, winding their way endlessly through the dense jungles that cover every inch of the land. Soon we feel the aircraft begin its descent, and an airstrip cut into the jungle comes into view. As we approach the landing strip, I'm tense with excitement, and with a gentle touchdown we arrive deep in the Bolivian jungle. And I feel our adventure has truly begun. The Agua Negra is a tributary of the secure river, and the journey upstream will take around 2 hours by boat to reach our camp. It's a fascinating journey as we wind our way closer to our final destination. river, despite its size, is often very shallow, and at times I can feel the gravel scrape the hull of the canoe. The Bolivian boatsmen know exactly what they're doing, as they tease the boats through the shallow channels and runs of the river without stopping. These canoes are made in the river by the local villagers. Even though these boats are now propeller-driven, the basic hull design and materials haven't changed in centuries. We soon approach the landing for the Agua Negra Lodge and we disembark. Our attentions are now focused on our primary target, magnificent golden Dorado. It's relentlessly hot and humid as we make our way upstream in search of our quarry. We're accompanied by our Argentinian guides and the Bolivian natives from a local village who manage the boats throughout the day. I marvel at their endless enthusiasm, skills and techniques. Boating being just one of the skills they possess, as I watch them quietly as they catch their evening meal with a simple stroke of a bow. I do wonder what they make of us with all our fly rods, endless fry patterns, and mostly overpacked equipment. There's an abundance of wildlife at every turn. We see the monkeys in the trees, colourful birds in flight over the rivers or hiding in the vegetation, and an array of insects. Sometimes there are signs of larger animals that we don't see, but we know are close, maybe too close. Dorado are pushing upstream in search of the shoals of Sabelo that enter the tributaries from the main stem of the secure river to spawn in the shallows of the Agua Negra. The Dorado stalk their prey silently, and their marking hides them with a reliable accuracy against the yellow and browns of the riverbed. Sometimes they are lone, broody-looking specimens, and at other times they are hunting in packs, corralling the Sabelo into the shallows before launching devastating attacks. Our guides call the frenzy. A frenzy can come at any time. Our guides carry a wealth of experience, often stopping dead in their tracks with a silent raised hand and just a pointed finger as they scope the Dorado. We're fishing 8-weight floating lines with jungle tapers to help turn over the large flies we're using for the Dorado. The patterns we are using are based mainly on the Andino deceiver, tied in wide-mouth 3 to 4 size hooks. One thing I cannot deny, this is not easy fly fishing. The fishing here is a tough but rewarding ask. The conditions, the tactics, the environment are all hindering factors, but of all, the ability of the Dorado to sense danger is beyond belief. Barring the obvious permit, I doubt I've faced a fish more prone to being spooked than the sight-fished golden Dorado. The Dorado was nothing short of magnificent. It's the apex predator of these waters and it fears nothing. Strong, aggressive and extremely intelligent, it's the silent assassin of the river. Once hooked, the initial burst of energy is quite astounding and will leave any angler speechless. The Dorado immediately, without hesitation, leap out of the water, tossing and turning repeatedly. It's as spectacular as a sight as an angler will ever see. Surprisingly, the fight can be somewhat short-lived, as the Dorado simply exhausts themselves with initial bursts of power and agility. In the hand, the Dorado is simply stunning. The deep gold and black colours accentuated with the red eye and the tail is spectacular. I can feel this one's strength returning, and I cast a worrying eye towards her razor-sharp teeth, and then the 40-pound wire trace which is almost at breaking point. This is a formidable opponent, and it's good to see him swim away strong. I doubt this will be his last battle. Without a doubt, landing my first Dorado definitely settled my nerves, and I found as the week wore on I became more relaxed and coped better with the conditions, and controlling my anxiety when our guide spotted the Dorado lurking in the shadows. I was ready and eager to hone my skills with the heavy flies. It's a privilege to be able to stalk, hook and land these magnificent creatures, and I hope very much to return to these spectacular rivers soon. I've learned much about the tactics for Dorado fly fishing in these few days, but there's still so much more to learn.